Hello guys, in this video we will discuss about Cayley-Hamilton theorem. This theorem gives us the relationship between a square matrix and its characteristic equation. And we can find out also the inverse of a matrix with this theorem. So let us start with the statement of this theorem. This theorem says that every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. So we know that what is a characteristic equation, and we know also that it is used to find the eigenvalues of a square matrix. So for example, suppose if we have a square matrix A, then its characteristic equation is given by a determinant of a minus lambda I is equal to 0. So in particular, if we say that suppose we have a 3 by 3 matrix, then this characteristic equation will be a cubic equation. So we say, let us say that suppose this equation is lambda cube plus a1 lambda square plus a2 lambda plus a3 is equal to 0, where a1 a2 a3 are some constants. So we will see it how we can find them. So this theorem says that the matrix A satisfies this equation. What does it mean? It means that if we replace lambda by A, we will get the 0. So by this theorem, this equation is satisfied by A, means this is our Cayley-Hamilton theorem, and with the help of this equation we can calculate A inverse. So here we just have to find out the values of A square and A cube. So let us see with the help of an example how we can verify this Cayley-Hamilton theorem for a square matrix, and how we can find the inverse of a matrix using this. So for example, suppose here we have a 3 by 3 matrix A, which is given by this. So here we will also find out the inverse of this matrix A. Okay, so we have to verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem for this. So first we will write down the characteristic equation of this matrix, which will be given by a determinant of A minus lambda I is equal to 0. So how we can obtain this matrix? So just in the main diagonal entries of A, you just put minus lambda, minus lambda, minus lambda, and then find the determinant of this matrix. Or we have other formula which we have already discussed in our previous video. So if you want to check it how it comes, you can go and see it. It can be used to find the characteristic equation for a 3 by 3 matrix, and it is given by lambda cube minus trace of a lambda square plus sum of the cofactors of the diagonal entries of the matrix A times lambda minus determinant of A is equal to 0. So here now we will find out the values of trace of A, determinant of A, and the sum of the diagonal entries of the end of the matrix A. So let us start with a trace of A. We know that trace of A is what? It is nothing but the sum of the diagonal entries. So in this case it will be 3. Now we will find out C11, which is the cofactor corresponding to the entry A11. To obtain this, we just remove the row and column corresponding to A11, and we will find out the determinant of the remaining 2 by 2 matrix, which will be -3 here. For finding out C22, that means cofactor corresponding to the entry A22, and it can be obtained by just removing the corresponding row and column to A22. So find the determinant. It will be 1 minus 0. It means it will be 1. Similarly, we can find out the cofactor corresponding to the entry A33, which is denoted by C33. So just remove the third row and corresponding column. You will get 1 minus minus plus plus 2. That means it will be 3. So let us add them to find out the sum of the cofactors of the diagonal entries. It will comes out to be -3 plus 1 plus 3. Okay, it will be 1. Now we will find out the determinant of A. Just we will calculate determinant of the matrix by the cofactor expansion along the first row. So you know that how to calculate it. For the corresponding entry, just you can remove first row and column and then find the determinant of the remaining 2 by 2 matrix. Similarly, -2 plus 0, because 0 is the cofactor, so plus 6. So that means determinant of A is 3. Now using these values, trace of A, sum of the diagonal entries, sum of the cofactors of the diagonal entries, and the determinant of A in the equation star. So we will get the characteristic equation of the given matrix A as lambda cube minus 3 lambda square plus lambda minus 3 is equal to 0. So this is our characteristic equation. Now we have to show that this characteristic equation is satisfied by the matrix A. So for this we have to find the values of A square and A cube. So first we will calculate A square. So just write down the matrix A, and we will see that how we will multiply the two matrices. So this matrix is given, so we repeat it 2 times. Now just see how we will write down first row and first column entry of this product matrix. So take the first row of the first matrix and first column of the second matrix. Now do the component wise multiplication and then add them. So we will have 1 minus 2 0. First row, now second column entry. So again we will have component wise multiplication. So 1 into 2 plus 2 into 1 plus 0 into 2. So we will have this quantity. And for the first row third column entry of the product matrix, we will have component wise multiplication. For the highlighted rows and columns, we will have 0 plus 4 plus 0. Similarly, for the second row first column entry, second row second column entry, second row third column entry, third row first column entry, third row second column entry, and third row third column entry. Just do the multiplication, and now just simplify this. You will get this A square matrix. In the same way, we will obtain a matrix A cube, which will be given by just write down the matrix A square which we have obtained here, and the matrix A is given by this. Now just do the multiplication as I described above. So we will get this matrix A cube. Now we will use these values in the equation obtained from a characteristic equation by replacing lambda by a, we will have this equation. So we have obtained a cube as this matrix minus 3 times a square. We have obtained this matrix a square. Write down matrix A and identity matrix multiply by 3. Now we will simplify this matrix equation. So first component, just add of all matrices first component. So we will have minus 1 plus 3 plus 1 and minus 3, it means it is 0. Second component, 10 minus 12 plus 2, 0. 12 minus 12, that means it is again 0. 12 minus 12, 0 plus 0 plus 0, it is again 0. Now 1 plus 3 minus 1, 0. So it is again 0. Similarly, 11 minus 9 plus 1 plus 3, that means it is again 0. So in this way you can check that for each entry it comes out to be 0. So we obtain a 0 matrix. So it means the equation which we have write down from characteristic equation by replacing lambda by a. So it means this equation is satisfying the characteristic equation. That means A is satisfying the characteristic equation, which is nothing but the statement of Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Now, so for finding the inverse of the matrix, we will use the equation which we have obtained from the characteristic equation by replacing lambda by a, which is given by a cube minus 3a square plus a minus 3I is equal to 0 matrix. So we can rewrite this equation as 3I is equal to a cube minus 3a square plus a. So I is equal to 1 upon 3 a cube minus 3a square plus a. Now multiply by a inverse. We will have a inverse is equal to minus 3a plus identity matrix. Now we will put the values of a square, a and the identity matrix, and then we will solve this matrix equation. So matrix A square we have already calculated. Just put these values. It is minus 1 4 4 0 3 4 0 6 5. Write down the matrix A, which is given in the starting, and the identity matrix. So this is the matrix equation. Now just simplify it. Just write down the first component of the resulting matrix. It will comes out to be minus 3 minus 2 4. Similarly 3 1 and 4 minus 6, it is minus 2 minus 3 0 and 3. So this is our A inverse which we obtain from the equation, that means using a Cayley-Hamilton theorem.